Yes, okay.
In the future,
Yes.
we'll go to crew portal,
Right.
right?
Crew portal.
Right. In the future, we'll have crew portal,
Yes.
bidding, monthly bids, and then you'll go to PBS base bidding. But right now, we're still using bidding non-PBS,
Right.
mock bidding.
Right.
All right. Okay. So, we talked a little bit about what you like to fly, but I don't remember. What are you normally flying?
Strictly New York all-nighters, preferably the late one.
Got it. Okay.
Number two.
So, that's right. We did talk about that,
Okay.
and that's not going to be an issue
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
Okay. So you can bid generically, meaning here's what I want. Here's the departure I want. I don't care what days you put it on, but I want 2 days off between trips, and I only want to work 2 at a time. You can do that,
Can we cherry pick
and we can do that
specific
too.
allocation?
That's what we're going to
Okay.
do. So is it okay if I do
Yeah,
it while we're
please
going?
do.
All right. So
Please.
here we are, right?
Right,
We're in
right.
our main dashboard. We always
Right.
check, see everything looks good, right?
Right.
So he's at seniority.
Right here, 167 in LA.
Of 882.
So-
Also remember, he's got vacation, so he has existing
Oh.
credit of 56
Oh.
hours.
So
Interesting.
if he used his formula, he would have to bid 3 times 167.
Not really, because he's not bidding IPD. But yeah,
Okay.
right. He's not
500.
bidding the. He's bidding a trip that not everybody's craving to have, right? It's not.
Not a lot of people like all-nighters.
Right.
Strictly New York.
Right.
Okay, there
Okay.
you go.
All-nighter, yes.
Now keep in mind too, guys, that he has existing credit. So if this were my line, I'm good. I don't need to work the rest of the month. And
Really?
that's, you're above 40, right? If you didn't want to work, we're just gonna block all these days off and you're done.
How'd you get this?
I knew I loved you.
Right. He already has 56 hours because his credit is built into his vacation, and
That's
we can see
vacation.
that,
Vacation. Okay.
right? So he can just go, I don't feel like working. I'm good with 56. I'm going to bid vacation low, and I'm going to get it because of who I am and who I know,
Okay.
right? So if he wanted to do it, he could.
But to only do that, I've got to put credit, time credit?
Target low, and I'll show you how to do
Okay.
that. But we're going to actually bid.
Okay,
We're going to
please.
bid like.
Yes.
We're going to bid you to how
Let's
many
throw
hours do
some New
you
Yorks
fly?
in there then. Yes, please.
How many hours do you like to fly?
45.
No, I mean how many hours total do you like to fly?
45.
Well, you're past that already,
Got it.
right?
My wife would kill me if I was
Home
off
all
the whole
the
month.
time.
Yes, yes.
All right, we're gonna get you to between the default 70 to 90.
Sure,
Okay.
sounds great.
So we only have 4 hours. So we only have 34 hours to work
Beautiful.
with, right? Which is not
When's-
even 3 New York trips.
Wednesday, Thursday. How's
All
that?
right. All right. So we're gonna go in first. We have to look at the allocation sheet. We have to go. Where are my trips for me to look at? Because
Okay.
we're not used to it like those wise guys that are so good at
Yes.
it already. So we go to pairing.
Right.
That's the allocation sheet. He wants to bid specifically, and I remember that as SP, specific. That's how I remember it, right?
Got it.
And all-
He's keeping his training wheels on.
Right, it's good for him. And when you bid specifically, another thing reason you know you're there is because the minute I do that, I see this calendar here. See it?
Right.
That's how I know I'm in specific bidding.
And the allocation numbers,
Numbers
right?
are right there.
Got
And
it.
also, too, what do you think this is telling me?
They're the days it flies. Oh, no,
What
that's
is
my
that?
vacation.
Right. He can't even bid those because that's his vacation. So it's letting him know that. Don't even try to bid these, friend. You can't
Got
work.
it.
Right?
Got it.
This is the 157 pages. That's the entire bid sheet. We don't need to see that. We need to see the late New York.
Why isn't it smart? I'm not qualified on these equipments. Why doesn't it tie into me?
It's showing everybody.
you
It's showing the entire. What if you got qualified mid-month, for before next month? It's got to be there.
Got
So
it.
it's just
All right.
separate.
Yes.
But we don't need to see all that because we
No.
want the late New York. So we're going
Right.
to add search criteria, and we're going to say prefer pairing type, premium transcon.
Okay.
Right?
Not red eye.
Not yet,
Okay.
because premium transcon
there
defaults to everything.
Is there
We're gonna create
thing
that.
on there that says additional criteria?
Yeah, let me go back. I'm gonna just get rid of that. Hang on. Watch. I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna start over. Pairing.
Pairing.
We're doing specific bidding, search
Mm-hmm.
pairings. Add more search criteria.
Oh, okay. You just clicked on that.
See this little plus sign? Anytime you see a plus sign, there's more data beneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
okay.
Just so you know that. And anytime you see an X, you're taking things away. So keep that in mind before you just go willy-nilly, hitting around everything. I'm gonna say preferred pairing type. I know that I want it. Premium transcon. Add to search criteria. Got it? But now I'm seeing every premium transcon. I
Right.
don't want that. He likes only the late ones.
Right.
So I'm gonna say add more search criteria.
Got it.
There's the plus sign.
Right.
I want, and I'm gonna highlight it too for him.
Red eye.
Report between, you already have it up at the top, don't you? Report between, he's already bookmarked it, see that? From the last
I
time.
did?
You did.
Okay.
And we're gonna say, what's,
You got your standing bid going.
this is military
Is that what that
time.
is then?
I'm
No,
asking
I'm
for a
just saying that
report
it would be
between
a good one for it.
22:15 I don't know, I'm guessing that's the time, and
Why was that saved? Is that a standing bid?
no, it's
then?
just,
No.
it's just so it's easy to
It was
find
a-
the next time you
It was
go.
a favorite,
It's a favorite.
so it goes to the top.
And I don't know what time the New York is, but I'm gonna say 2300 is
Favorites, and then
fine,
they're on
right?
top.
Okay. I'm sorry, 20,
I did
is this
report between,
departure? Departure time?
report.
Or sign-in
Report.
time?
That's sign in.
22:15.
Oh, look what I put.
Hey,
But let's say it changed a little bit.
Right.
You could create a bigger window for
Right,
yourself,
right.
right? So I'm
Yes.
wanting, and if I hit add search criteria and nothing comes up, hello, I know I've got the wrong search criteria
Right.
in, right? So I'm going to say add to search criteria. And now I'm going to see no pairings match. So I must be
Oh.
too late on that. So let's
Yes.
say all we're going
Oh.
to do is we're going to get rid of that.
so it's
We're going
sign-in
to add
time.
more search criteria. It's report, which is sign in. And we're going to say report between. Now I'm going to say 21:30 because I don't
Right.
want the earlier one, right? What time's the earlier one?
Really early.
Oh, it's 8 something.
Yeah, not.
And yeah,
So 20.
I'm just going to do that. It's a
Okay,
big window.
sure.
Because you know, the last time I was too late.
Right.
I missed it.
Okay.
There they are.
That's it. 28.
Okay.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I had 22:30 as my report, and
Right.
it was that's departure. It was too late.
Got
It should
it.
have been
Got
21.
it.
Right?
Okay.
All right. So here it is. So there's 3 pages of these trips. Why is there 3? Well, we have a schedule change on the 6th. That's part of it. So they changed sequence numbers. Okay. That's why you're seeing that. But
Okay.
it tells me it operates on the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, not the 11th, the 12th, 13th, 14th.
Got it.
Next page, there's the 11th. See, there's that saying
Different
28.
se-
It's
sequence
28 and
number.
42 instead of 28 and 300. See the difference?
Wait a minute. That's a 3-day trip.
Right?
Look at that 9 a.m.
Did we tell it 2-day trips only yet?
No.
No. Do you only want 2-day trips?
It's nice to see what it has.
That's what I do. I like to see what it has, and
'Cause
then
that's
I
a
start filtering.
slash New York.
A fun slasher.
Yeah.
Right.
A fun slash.
A shopping slasher.
Yeah.
An expensive slasher.
Right. Your wife's not letting you go. So let's say that you
She's
said,
coming.
oh, all right. So maybe you did like the 11th.
Right.
All right. So we're going to click on the 11th.
Got it.
Wow, huh?
Right? He likes that. He can go on a nice fun weekend with his wife. Click on the 11th, layer 1,
Got it.
add bid. And
Bingo.
there it is. So now he's at 56 and 12.
And he's keeping the wife happy.
Could I carry into vacation?
No,
No.
you cannot. But what we can do, if this was my seniority, not yours, I'd start stacking trips. I'd put another trip that went to New York on the 11th, 12th. To
How do you
increase
stack
my
trip?
chances. I'm going to show you. We're going to go and see if there's any other trip that operates on the 12th that's this late departure. No, there isn't. But I bet there's the 9, the not so late one that does. Right?
That's not within this time
No.
time frame though.
So is there any other one in these that you might like? We can always come back to
The
it.
3rd.
Okay, because you can get, let's see if, I don't see it operating on the 3rd here.
Because that was a schedule change on the 6th, so
No,
you have
here
to
it
go
is.
back and look at a
See
different
it?
time.
Got it.
See it? It's right there.
Oh, interesting. Another slash layover.
So, another
That's what it is. Because it's getting ready to schedule change, and so all these. So if you didn't want another long one, we'll go look at
the
it.
total worth of the hours for the
Okay, so here's the total block, 1157.
Okay.
See it?
Yeah.
Here's the layover, 2502.
Also time away from base.
There's the
Okay.
time away from base. So this signs in at 9:30 at night.
Right.
It arrives in New York. There, we're at 5:13 block time. See
Right.
that?
Right.
And then 9 to 12:44 it returns home.
Right.
But notice, first day, third
Third
day.
day, yes.
Tells you right there. So you go, oh, I know
Okay.
that's 2 day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you didn't want to do this, let's say we're like, no, I'm good. I wanted one long layover and the
Right.
other ones aren't working for me. I better go look at the earlier late departure.
Correct.
So all I do is I
2000.
get rid of
I
that,
think.
okay?
Yep.
Add more search criteria because now I'm adding a different criteria of the earlier report. So now I'm going to say report between, I'll just say 7:30. I know it's not that early.
Right.
To
Sure.
9.
Okay.
Right? Because I
Yeah.
don't want to see that stupid late one again. There it is,
10,
2100.
yes.
All right? So, here it is, here it is, here it is. We know it goes to work at 8 o'clock report. So let's say he's like 56, now he's at 66, 68. He wants 2 more trips because he's trying to get to between 70 and 90, right?
Yes,
The
please.
default.
Thursday.
The 3rd.
Right.
All right, we're going to put that, click on it, layer 1, add bid. All right. And now you can do one more, 7, 8.
Sure.
Now let me show. All right, here we go. How about that?
Sure.
I'm gonna do the 7th because you're only getting one of them. Watch, layer 1, add bid. But hey, I'll also take the 8th, layer 1, add bid. I just stacked them. I'm getting one or the other. I'm not getting both. but I increased my chances in a
Will
layer.
it be in that order? The 7th
No.
first, if not,
No.
then the
If you
8th?
want it in an order,
Yes.
you take it out. So you do that.
It'd be a different
We're
layer
going to put
then.
that in
Yeah,
layer
different.
2. Look what I did. I just put
Yes.
it right in layer 2. And I
Right.
took it out of layer 1.
You
Got
just
it.
clicked on it.
Yeah.
Got
right.
it.
Right.
Right.
So if I go here to layer 2, there it is.
Got it.
Right? Okay. So layer 1, you want to look. You want to work 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, 10th,
Right.
11th, 12th.
Got it.
All right. There's your trip. That's it. You're at. Let's see what that's worth. Where's my block time on this? Oh, sometimes it's hard for me to see too. Total block. Where's total credit? 217. Oh, is there a deadhead in there? No. Total credit's 14.
Is there another leg?
I want to see. No, I want to see this trip.
14?
Not yet. They're not smart enough to send us to Boston and back.
1202 for this one. Okay.
Well, they've done it before.
Hmm.
They've added a Miami on them. I remember those.
What?
Transcon New York.
12,
and Miami.
12 for this one. So now we're at 24. Why is this worth 1416?
Something else is on it.
Time away from base?
Oh, you come back late. I think that's it. See?
Do we still have E time and F time?
We do. We have all
Okay.
that. Okay, so that's 12 and 12, 24, 36, 38, almost 40 plus 56. No, you're outside, so you're not getting, the math isn't right. The default is 70 to 90. Okay.
Okay.
You have 56
All right.
plus 24 is, where's my pen and paper, people?
56, 60,
80 hours.
76, 80 hours.
Where?
You said
24
24 and
56,
56.
80 hours.
Right?
Uh-huh.
That's between 70 to 90. You
Yeah.
can't get another 14 hours. That'll put you at 94.
Okay.
Can't go. The default's 70 to 90.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to create a bid where you're asking for that much, you
No,
can
thank
do
you.
that. But
Okay.
no, thank you. So really, you're only getting one of these has got to come off, or one of them. Or you get one of the. You're only going to get 2 of them. Is what I'm saying.
Got it.
Whatever 2 you get, your business. Maybe you want this fun long one first.
And that's where the layer order would help you in
Right. You could put
priorities.
this, which is not the long fun one, in layer 2.
Got it.
See how I did that
Yes.
again, y'all?
Yes.
Layer 2.
Yes.
Now, so there's your layer 1. Let's look at layer 2. There's your layer 2. All right.
Beautiful.
Nothing. There's no 30 and 7 problems. Pay attention to that. All right. Not for you necessarily, but if you're trying to do IPD, I had a lady that did a bid, and she had a trip here that we didn't know about, and she wanted to have off the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Totally cool. So she was trying to fly here, obviously, and she wanted a target credit range of 85 to 100, and she put that in every layer and didn't relax it at all. Asked for London. Couldn't give her the one London here. Why? 30 and 7. She didn't waive it. Couldn't give her London here. Why? Because the girl asked for those days off. So now it said, oh, well, we can give you London on the 11th. Can't give you London right away because that's 30 and 7. We can give you another London on the 18th. So now she's got her 2 London. And we can give you London on the 25th. That gets you to 66 hours. But you asked for 85 to 100. So now we can't give you your London. Now we're going to your next layer. We still can't do it. You didn't waive there. Oh, now it got to layer 5, and she ended up with 3 Hong Kong, which was fine, but it wasn't what she wanted. And she was like, "Why always hold on?" And she was like, "I was like, because
Yeah.
this is. Don't take this wrong. This is a man. You have to tell it what you want it to do.
Use
all
this
right?
tape, okay?
All right, you just tell it what you want it to do. All right, so there's your layer 1, there's your layer 2. Now we can go to layer 3. All right, let's look at layer 3. Well, what do you want in layer 3? Does that look good to you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got to figure out what you want to
Got
do.
it. Got it.
So you could say, well, all
Stay
right.
back on flight 28.
Okay, so we're going to get rid of this, okay? And we're going to go back. I know it seems kind of time consuming, but it really isn't. And you'll get better at it as you go, right? So we're going to go back, and then we're going to add more search criteria, report between, the later one,
Please.
which is, what did we say, 2100, right? Yeah.
Sure.
2100 to, there
23.
we go.
Perfect.
Add search criteria.
There we
okay,
go.
there it is.
Got it. Okay.
So, how do I know what I've already bid from that? Well, I bid that.
Oh, it's the blue.
The blue tells me I've already bid that. So let's do, what about, you want to work the,
Tuesday, the 8th.
there's that long layer, but that's the only one you can do. So you want to work the 8th,
Please.
okay? 8th, layer 3, add bid.
Okay.
What else? You get one more.
Oh,
The
you
14th.
can't do anything here, right? 14th,
Why is,
sure.
why is it showing you
Why is
vacation on the
15th,
15th?
16th?
Oh, do you, I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. Maybe it's presuming you have vex days or something. It shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, we can do vex days.
No,
so
you can't for January, not until February.
That's
But I'm just,
prepaid 48.
yeah, it's not, it's
Unpaid
not
48.
I'm not sure why it's doing that though. You should be able to. Oh, I know why. You can't originate on the 15th because it would touch 15, 16. It might come in, but you can do the one on the 14th.
Because that's the
why.
nature of that trip.
Yeah, right,
Got it.
exactly. So, sorry, it took me a little bit to figure
No
that out.
worries.
So, layer 3. All right, add bid. Okay, there's your layer 3. Okay, now layer 4. Oh, we didn't say positions. We'll do that next. What's layer 4?
Beats me. Sunday nights?
Monday
Monday nights?
How about the 6th and the 13th?
Sure.
Now, here's what can happen. I don't think it's going to happen at your seniority, but I want you to pay attention to it. What if it said, well, Scott, we can give you this trip here on the 7th and
Right,
8th,
right,
right? So
right.
now we couldn't give you that one. That's out, obviously. And we could give you this trip on this date, but then we couldn't give you that one. So sometimes you're going to get a reason report that says you already awarded something. That's why we couldn't give you something. It doesn't really affect people at your seniority, but when it gets to people on my seniority and below, you have to start paying attention because a lot of reasons can happen why you're not getting a trip. Because this is different bidding than line bidding. It could look exactly the same, but it could look very different, and you just have to be cognizant of that, right? And we're limited here to what we can do because of your stupid vacation. So you basically, all right, that's layer 4. Layer 5, how about we do the 9th and the
Sure.
12th?
Sure.
The 9th, layer 5, add bid, and the 12th. Layer 5, add bid. So you can see here too, right?
Yes.
What if they gave me a trip on the, let's see, 7th and 8th, and then I had to work the 9th, 10th, and 11th? Would I want to do that? Maybe, maybe not. So I have to tell it that. Okay.
Oh, how would you tell it?
That's exactly right. I go up to the line tab and I say a couple things. First, I say I want a minimum work block of 2 to 4 days, meaning 2 JFKs back to back. Do you like or no?
Not really,
Right.
no.
So you're going to say I want a minimum work block of 2.
232.
No, just 2 to 3 days, because guess why? You had those 3-day trips in there. So if you didn't say I wanted a work block size of 3 days, it just said 2 days, it won't, that trip's out.
Can that apply per layer or
Yeah.
for the whole thing?
It applies per layer. So we're going to say I want a work block size, minimum 2, maximum 3 in my first 3, 4, 5 layers. All right?
Okay.
Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
So you weren't forced flying 5 days in a row?
Right. I'm telling it, I don't want a work block size bigger than this. I don't want 2 3 days back to back. I don't even want 2 JFKs back to back.
Because it possibly could pull
From this layer and this
layer.
Right, you got it, exactly. So I'm going to say add this bid. All right, now,
That makes sense.
right? Think about it. If it's in layer 1, it gave me a trip on the 1st and 2nd, I could hold it. And then in layer 4, it gave me a trip on the 3rd and 4th. At his seniority, you didn't have to deal with that. No, I don't want 2 trips. So it's going to skip that, right?
So you want to put block days between trips.
Well, he didn't even do that because the default is 1 day between trips. If you
Okay.
want more, because he's creating its own line, you want 2 trips. You don't have a lot of time to do it. You may have to have 1 day off.
between trips. They mean a 24-hour residence or layover. Domicile is home, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's what it means.
Right.
24 hours at home.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your
So,
minimum, and you could.
so you could get the 1st and 2nd now with a 3rd off, then the 4th and 5th with the 6th off, and the 7th and 8th, right? You could, unless you came up here and said, "Hold up, friends, I need a minimum of 3 days off between my trips."
Oh,
You don't, because you're on vacation, and it's not going to work for you to do that, right? You're not giving it a lot of choices to work with.
I'm shooting myself in the foot by doing that.
Yeah, go to the default of 1 day. It may happen, it may not. But if you choose to do that, then now you're saying, I'll take a trip here, then I need 3 days off, and I'll take a trip here, and then I need 3 days off. You may not even get what you're looking for.
Right.
So just keep that in mind.
Because that's
Right?
too rigid.
It's rigid. I would do it in layer 1 maybe, but you
Got
don't.
it.
I'd layer
Okay.
2, but I wouldn't do it all the way through, especially if you're
Okay.
just trying to find a full month, right?
Yeah.
I want a minimum of 2 days
Where
off
did you
between those.
designate that it was only just for a certain layer?
Oh, okay. So I
So
went
if you
to go
click-
here, pairings. Okay. Layer tab. You have 12, 12, 12. Because remember, we haven't done positions yet, right? I said I want a work block size of 2 to 3 in layers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In layer 6, I'd probably go 2 to 4. I don't even think you need to at your seniority, but I'm just saying that's an option. Or if you don't say anything, it's just going to default to 1 to 6 days. That's the default. Okay? All right, now your bid's almost done. Now we're going to go back and then we'll do yours. Are you ready to do yours, Sue? Now we're going to say search pairings, because we got to come back in here, add more search criteria, prefer pairing type. We'll do the other JFK, right?
Saturday through Tuesday.
The earlier one. I'll just do all of them now. Okay? 1945, 2. We'll do all of them. We'll just see all of them. Okay.
I'm not.
All right, so there they are. The early, we've got 4 pages of it, right? Which is 3 to a page, it's 12 bids. It's not a killer to look at it all. Now we're going to layer 6, okay?
Yes.
And this is why you're saying, learn to do this so you get away from the allocation sheet, where put your search criteria very specific,
Right,
and
or,
you're doing what the allocation sheet's doing.
right, you have to get into the habit of saying, I want to see what's on the bid sheet, but I want to look at it electronically. And that's hard for people. It's very hard for me, paper, because sometimes I'll flip through and go, I didn't know we went there. Oh, I'll go there next
Yes,
month, right?
yes,
Right?
yes.
But you don't need to do it for the international. We know what international does, pretty much.
Right.
You don't need to do it for premium transcons, because you kind of know when it's changing a little bit, right? But it's easier to gauge, to look at them this way and go real quickly, what are the departures? Here they all are. Okay, I know what I don't want, and then pare it down from there.
And maybe be more gentle to begin with. If you didn't know we're going to get a Boston trip,
Yes, I do know.
well, if you didn't,
You could, right?
this would show it by
And you'd be
putting
like, oh, we have Boston now,
by
right?
putting general search criteria in
Right.
to begin with.
Right. I was looking for the Boston. I think they start later, but I was
Yeah,
already
it
excited
does,
about
yes.
it. All right, so now you could say, look, I'll take this departure to JFK on the 6th.
Right.
That's layer 6, add bid. And I'll take the 13th,
I did. I thought I did.
layer 6, add bid.
Okay.
All right, that's layer 6, okay? Now let me tell you what we're going to do for layer 7. Layer 7, just be
Nothing.
on the safe side.
Oh.
We're going to put the rest of the shit in there, okay? We're going to put the 9th, layer 7, add bid. The 10th, layer 7, add bid. The 11th, layer 7, add bid. All right, you're not going to layer 7, but I'm just saying, if it did come to layer 7, you got stuff to work with.
Got it.
If for any reason,
Okay, so here's where I was messing up before.
we're doing the rest, basically the rest of what we haven't bid yet for the all-nighters is what
Right.
I'm doing, okay?
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Right.
But see, I thought I was trying to make it easier.
I'm not even going to do the rest of them, but you would know how to,
Right.
well, I think we almost all bid it.
Twice the- oh, okay.
All right, so that is,
Okay. Okay.
there's still a lot of things you didn't bid, right? There's the super late one.
If I need to keep going to it.
We could have stacked some of these earlier on, okay, Scott? You know what I mean, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
We could have stacked them on earlier
Right.
layers, the
It
later
scares
ones.
me though. Stacking doesn't guarantee order though.
No, you're not right. You're going to get order. But
Right.
if you're
But
like,
your
I'd
previous
rather.
criteria will give you your order.
Remember, you
Right.
were saying
The days off between trips.
that too, but you were saying I'd rather have the late one than the early
Right.
one. Well, some of these really late ones are in the last layer when you might have wanted them sooner.
Got it.
All right.
Got it.
But here, look at that last layer, layer 7. They've got a lot to grab from,
Right,
right?
right.
Just as a protection
Sure,
for you.
sure.
Right? So you're not
Safety
going.
net.
What? I'm going to Ontario?
Yeah.
Whose joke was that? All right, now we have to go back, and we have to come back up here, and we have to
Positions.
look at our layer tab. We can see how much we have here now, right? But
Yes.
that's gonna dwindle considerably because what we're about to do. All right. And notice, see how he's got all these sequences, right, all over the place. But that's specific bidding.
Space, or I
Now
use-
we're gonna go back to
Sure. thank you.
pairing,
Yes.
add more properties.
and my
The last property on here is position order, and I'm going to bookmark it.
Thank you.
It'll just highlight blue unless you're in bidding properties. And what are we gonna bid?
2.
Okay, O2, because God forbid he should